So let's roll the shop, see what we end up with. Maybe depending on what the shop gives us, depends on like what we'll actually do. So we could take a shop like this, Sword of Kings with the blackjack, and run the Feralath statue. We also get, this gives you skill crit chance for 5 seconds, which is kind of interesting. We also got the bleed, so more damage with primary. But I think we need crit or Lucky Hat or Magebane, so Heartseeker Magebane is probably the way to go. So I want to be able to craft one of those. Judgment. Judgment also just seems really strong, but I don't know if I want it as my first item. This might be the first item I would craft with the Magic Furnace. Unless we were offered like Judgment plus Assassin's Dagger, then we would maybe take that. But one of the things that changed during beta was that the item gambler didn't show the odds originally, so the tester suggested for it and it to be added. Okay. I mean, I think it's pretty good to have the odds, because it was kind of weird. This is plus 100 damage with Armor of Kings, but it's not attuned. It's kind of yikes. Alright, Magebane plus 1 spell piercing. That's kind of a nombo, but we'll take it anyway. We can just craft the Heartseeker. We'll be good to go. So this will be 15. We'll just do 15 of each. 15, 15, 15. Craft a little Heartseeker. There you go, Plentiful Gifts again. Keep spawners. Spawners really haven't been as big of a deal as I remember them to be. They were really bad like before. A long time before. When you actually couldn't clear very quickly. Non-combo or combo? Non-combo or combo? Let's go non-combo, it's just more interesting. Marking's Moonshine, Sinner Demise, Overflowing Physique. What else? Homemade Hazard, and Crazy Eye. Crit bonus, all that fun stuff. We need to change our chapel. Convert. We'll go, I think we'll go to Defender. Get to that point, that Defender is probably the way to go. Blessing of Intellect, Leech, and should we try Divine Strike again? It didn't feel very impactful, so I think I like Hammer still. And we need to go change our statues, and they'll be on our way. Keep Ozreth. Kyra could also be good. What about Callus? What was our starting items again? Nothing that actually deals with any of these. So Feralath could be good. We'll just eventually want to look for Evasion or Disarm or Stun. But I think we're going to start with Kyra. If we randomly find like a bunch of Evasion items early, or like a Stun item, or a Disarm item, then I can always log out and switch my statue, and then log back in. Also, we have a bunch of extra gold, so I think we're going to log over and we will buy pets on other characters, because we haven't done that yet. So let's get one for our Paladin. Sure, you have a Raven now. And now you have a Raven. Alright, so that's 2, or that's 3 out of 9 now. We're getting there. And we'll just throw this in the fountain. And just to make sure, this is going to be NG+7. Tick that up. I'm going to update the title real quick. NG+7. Alright, we're good to go. I feel like an imp might spawn over there. Looks like a good spot for him. So as I was saying before, we can probably stop killing as much in the early acts. So we'll just try to cruise through this. Kinda wish I had old map. Maybe that's what I should start crafting at the Magic Forge. I've been like passing it up if there wasn't a blue item I wanted to craft, but I could always craft something like old map or movement speed boots or something like that. Stun, disarm items. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. Like last run I didn't do it, but I didn't really need it, I guess. I was basically just looking to finish the run. Now we have so much more health. We have almost 600 health. Feels really good. I think blood rights are a trap. Probably won't really look to do those like at all. Unless I'm killing my character after each run. Not really gonna look to do them. So I'm trying to think what is worth 10% base health of my character. And it's not much. Like, not many things are worth all of that. Let's see, evasion, crit on primary, and let's go with pamphlet for more XP, or pick up less gold. I think I want to worry less about gold. We'll see if the pet can sustain us fully with all of our gold needs. That'd be cool. It's weird the stuff you can do like that, where you don't even have to go over there anymore. You can just let the pet do it. So the pet was flying, but I think I went out of range, so he leashed and came back. Maybe I should try out one of the other pets. Weren't people saying that the other pets are faster? I don't know if I care about the flying if the other ones are faster. I guess there's a situation where I don't have to open doors for the pet. Yeah, they have different leash ranges. Okay. Maybe I'll try out one of the other ones at some point. I feel like I kind of run circles around this bird. Someone posted a table of the numbers in Discord. Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out, see if I can find it. I mean, I'll just buy both of them after this. Try them out myself, I guess. Oh, there's like a way to go over here. It's really weird. Anything over there? Nothing over there. Can you get that ore finally? But the other ones are ground only, so they're gonna follow the same path that I do. But I assume they have faster movement speed and further range. So, hard to say which one would be the best. Does that seem faster or slower or the same? The cooldown still seems pretty long, even with the extra attack speed of Kyra. Alright, let's gamble an item. Vendor coins probably first in the chopping block. Maybe the lifestone, because I don't really care about gold. Everything else is pretty good. I could try to get rid of this. Just go with the stone. Oh, tower shield. What an upgrade. Yeah, we've gotten some good upgrades from that guy. We've high rolled a lot. Where it's like 2/3 chance to continue to just have a common. And we've gotten the... Or sorry, yeah, we've got an uncommon. When we probably shouldn't have been. We've been getting pretty lucky with those results. What else do I need over here? a bunch of ore. Any chest or anything? No chest or anything. I try to just go faster, skip stuff, and see if our XP works out. Maybe like from Act 3 onwards we can kill everything. Ooh, Seal of Torment. We just attuned that too. So we got a little nice 100% increased damage plus the 5% for the item itself. Feels good, man. Something happened. Wow. Alright, we got a chest at least. Hot helm. Alright, so now we're up to 40 block in the 360. Block is insane. Maybe strike would be better than hammer. I'm kind of like missing a lot, I feel. Maybe the strike could help with like accuracy issues. Alright, sights, circles, X's, Y, Z. Marking with mace. Oh, we got an imp. What you got for me, dude? Oh, he's hiding. Hardcore XP. So much for XP test. That'll skew it a little bit. But I'll take it. Gladiator's Net. More evasion for sure, Gladiator's Net, and the Sphere of Time gives us extra 10% damage, or we can take the +5 attack power and 30 health. We'll just go 5% damage +5 attack power and 30 health. That's like way better, I think. Just getting baited by like, oh, it's double the effect, it's better. It's not always better. I think the well-roundedness of this is better. Defender's Halberd. Nice, we got stun and disarm. We could switch to Paralyth now if we wanted to. Kind of like Kyra speed. It's hard for me to tell how much faster it is. I think it starts at like 1.5 seconds, so we're down to like down to like less than a second. That face when you get Fancy Plume for defeating a boss, but it actually gives you damage because you're using Markham's. It's a blood right. Start avoiding them. So we do like one per, right? I'm curious to see what else is in the pool. I think I only got attack power, spell power, and resist, and then mana regen. That was the 5 I had before I killed my character. Let's see what we get. Rite of the Crone. No one knows what this is. Just tell me what it is. +3 mana regen. Yikes. Gave up 10% health for that. For mana regen? Maybe as a primary build you never give up your health for that. I saw some people saying they would like to be able to select what you get, but I think that's a bit too far. It's like the whole point is like you're supposed to be giving up something. for like a random buff, and the buff's supposed to be good enough that like there's like a risk reward type thing going on. Try to resist that. That stuff kind of hurt. Oh, minus 30. Maybe just because our health is really low. Hey, another chest. I'll take it. Are we up to... No, we're almost up to the first level. So before we were like 1.5 at the end of Act 3. So it looks like now we'll be at like 1, maybe 1 and like a quarter. But we also got an XP imp. Alright, let's see what we want. We don't have much ore to work with. So green items cost 48. Assassin's Dagger would be pretty crazy. Or Bracers of Quickness. Bracers of Quickness is only 24. Do we have a poison item yet? We don't have a poison item, so maybe we'll just craft that. Coated arrow. Seems like a really good craft right now. Poison everything I hit. Activate my statue. Oh, I have an imp waiting on us. We'll take Bloodletter for more bleeding. And we get more damage against bleeding things anyway. Not much is good for us. We'll just go defense. And this is 10% damage. Nothing else really gives us anything. So we'll go for the damage. Send my gold to town. Yeah, we just shopped. Why not? It's only 16k though, so it doesn't really matter. So we're like 1 1/4, and we can go to the exit. Or we gotta kill one more statue, wherever it is. Oh, we have one more floor too. I'm like tripping myself out. Nice, the bird actually picked up the diamond. Is that Bracers of Quickness? Nice. It's getting faster. At least it scales. For some reason I was thinking the cooldown wouldn't scale. It just didn't look like it changed much. But it does. It's a lot of ghosts. Does anyone know if you can have more than one magic furnace in a run? I want to say you can't, but I don't really know. I know you can have more than one gambler, so I've actually seen that. Does anybody know about the furnace? I think it just limits to one per act. Oh. So you could theoretically get 5? That doesn't seem right. I don't know if I've seen one show up before Act 3. Have I seen one in Act 4 or later? I don't know, I have to start paying attention to that. What acts I see it in and how many times I see them. That was easy. Sphere. We do have the monolith buff for the more damage. So we're doing crazy amounts of damage. Markhams. So it should be 2-piece Markhams, unless we found another one. Two-piece Markham's not as exciting as it used to be. Oh, we missed a button. It has been revealed. Yeah, but I think we need to kill most of the stuff here. We could try to go fast and use this for the Watcher, like this buff for the Watcher, but we don't really need to. We got a while before we need to do like strategies like that. We haven't even got to the point where we have to like attune people. Oh, I should probably pick up the thing. The paint. Yeah, one of the developers said that on 5.27, and I don't think that's been changed. Oh, that there's one per act? Or potential for one per act? That's crazy. I would have expected one per game, but not one per act. Potentially. Yeah. I just find it hard to believe. Maybe like the first one has like a really high chance, and after that it'll be really low, so like you'll probably only ever get lucky enough to get 2, but potentially 5 would be possible. That's what I would say, is it's probably weighted. After the first one it probably drastically drops. In most runs I'd be lucky to get 300 ore. What NG are you running on? I don't think I'd ever spend it all in the furnace. Yeah, right? That's like another thing, is like, is any one item ever going to matter? I think the strategy for me is at least it's going to be I want to craft like a white item. My highest is NG+13. Okay. Yeah, that's like the beauty of Paladin, or at least before. I don't know how he is now, but you can just push him really high so you get a lot of ore. Or you get, it's more like you get a lot of gold. Because every now and then you'll find the imp and he'll give you gold, and then every so often you'll find another imp and he'll send that gold back to town, and that's when you really get to upgrade your statues a little bit. Other times the imp gives you ore, and that's also pretty good. I think at certain NG levels it's probably better that you get 2 imps that give you ore than 1 imp that gives you gold and trying to find a second imp. If both imps give you ore, it'd be like at least good enough. Can't complain. But you're normally gonna get stuff like XP and items and whatever else he does. You're gonna send your gold back to town in Act 1, you're gonna get him giving you gold in Act 5, battlements floor 2. The normal stuff. What's your favorite class at this point? At NG+13. I'm trying to think of what mine is. Mine's probably the Thief. I think he's the most fun of them all. Right Boot of Speed, Talisman of Conflag, the Popcorn Ring. I feel like I have to take Popcorn. Alright, we'll take the Popcorn. Take the Robe Magi, just so we have the more resist. And just attune this. I think the attunement is better than the movement speed. I do want the movement speed. Between Sorcerer and Wizard, I always prefer the Mage in games. There's someone else that hangs on the stream and they only play melee. They're like their opposite. I'd definitely say my favorite caster is for sure the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer feels really powerful compared to the Wizard. The character made the big ouch noise. I wasn't actually looking at my health at the time, then I leached out of it. That's a little concerning. Not sure how much damage I actually took. There was a time when the Sorcerer was really weak, but it got much better after an update. Yeah, it used to be really like silly at 1.2, where you had the Ice Novas could proc more Ice Novas. Those were good times. I feel like Sorcerer was really weak early game. He was like my first character, and without the mana regen and any way to sustain, he feels really awful. No, my first character was actually a Warlock with the old primary skill that he used to have. Where he would like apply a poison to targets and it would deal damage. Right now he does that soul consumption stuff. The exit has been revealed. What are we up to level wise? 52, almost 53. I think we're probably good where we don't have to like clear everything anymore. We're good over there. We need to run through this portal. Let's see if there's any other portals over here. Oh, we have a trap. Oh, there's a lot of stuff down here actually. It's a huge floor. That was a lot of bullets. Oh, we got our second furnace. Let's see, how much are things costing? 96. Alright, we're not making a blue. Greens cost 48 or 24, depending on what it is. 24 for Assassin's Dagger could be okay. We'll What's our like best item? Assassin's Dagger or old map? How much is old map? 24? Oh, how much is Pendant of Penance? 24 for 100% increased damage? Because we're always going to have a debuff? That seems pretty good. Yeah, why don't we do that? That's like full greed. We could go 24 ore for pickaxe to try to get more ore. Let's go... let's toss it between these two. We'll go more damage. Not having an old map is just kind of annoying, but Penance is like a lot of damage. I gotta take a lot of damage. Does it get more expensive for every new furnace in the run? No, it was 24 before, and it's still 24 this time. I'm not sure how the items are divided up, because some are 24 and some are like 48. Oh, and we got the Assassin's Dagger. Isn't that something? I remember at least one of the rare items cost 50 for me. Yeah, it goes up every NG level, but I don't think it changes during the run. Because yeah, my blue items cost 98, whereas some other runs they cost less. So I think as the NG levels get higher and higher, I'm going to be less inclined to buy them because they're going to be like 100, 200, 300. It's going to be like, you know, like 80% of all the ore I've picked up at that point. It's just way too much. But I mean, it's a super powerful effect. If all you care about is like completing the run, it's definitely worth it. But if you're doing like a half progression, half farming, then by all means, you know, don't spend your ore there. That's weird. I mean, it's kind of like the shop, right? Where the shop increases in gold the higher NGs. Makes the thief relevant. And your ore, like, gain increases at your NGs as well. Don't machine gun me. Oh, there's a machine gun. Oh, I'm sending the thing. Oof. Almost catastrophic. I was ready to use my potion, but I don't want to use potions. I mean, at least it all scales, like, as your NG level increases, the gold you gain increases, the ore you gain increases, but the furnace and the shops increase. The shops increase way more though, so you still need to get thief levels, or the ore you don't have any way to get any more besides like drinks or items. Which I don't think you should go out of your way for ore items, so you can get a different item at the furnace. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. So I think it's fine the way it is. It's just kind of, it's more optional. But it was kind of marketed that like, oh, this is a new thing that's going to change everything, and it's probably something you're going to ignore like half the time. Or you're going to craft some really budget item. Because I mean, as you saw, they nerfed Markham's because they introduced the furnace, and they're like, it's going to be too powerful, but I'm like, probably never going to craft a Markham's at the furnace. But I think I don't know. I think they nerfed it for other reasons. They just told us that was the reason. Because they nerfed armor and defense from the arena. They nerfed armor from the paladin. They nerfed Path of the Defender. And then they nerfed like the Markham set. You can't get the 3 pieces easy. And they're like, oh yeah, that's because the furnace. And it's like, I don't know. It kind of seems like y'all just want to nerf defense. I just don't buy it. 53. Alright, we get 2 levels. It's weird that they buffed like some of the armor stuff like that, and then they buffed like Great Helm randomly and Mail of Thorns. Or Thorn Mail, whatever it's called. I think it's called Mail of Thorns. Thorn Mail was from League of Legends. Oh, that magic damage hurts a lot. Okay. Chill out a little bit then. Let our pyre do work. Also, those dudes that charge can be really deadly. Enough of them charge you at the same time. Endless potential. Okay. It's kind of good. Being able to cast my really expensive skills at will. That's kind of nice. There's an item on the ground. Ooh. Thanks for the heads up, my dude. It's hidden. Talisman of Decay. I'll take that. Also, transfer. How's it going? We're still just grinding for Witch Hunter. Seems like primary is the way to go. Which kind of feels bad. It's kind of like a scuffed ranger. Definitely prefer the ranger's kit, but I prefer this guy's guild bonuses. Have you figured out an OP build for this dude? Yeah, I think it's this build, unfortunately. It's relatively not OP compared to what the other classes can do. This guy feels kind of on the low end. I mean, I'm just playing him primary. We tried doing some skill stuff, but it just, I don't know. He's kind of got to play melee range, but he has no defense. Whereas like the Warlock kind of has to play melee range, but he has crazy lifesteal. And then all the other melee characters have some kind of block, evasion, some stuns. This guy doesn't have anything. Even Ranger has evasion and increased movement speed. All this guy has is just left click. Like, he has more crit. I mean, he has the little fire thing that like distracts people, so it's kind of like a target dummy. But would definitely trade it for like some roots or some evasion easily. I didn't like the fact you can't really aim. Looks like you're using the vertigo potion. Oh god. Yeah, I'm thinking about switching from hammer to strike just to help the aiming. Because it'll try to like auto aim on stuff. I'm also using Kyra to like hopefully clear out some stragglers as well. If I can just shoot enough things when I do my primary, maybe the build will become viable. mean, it's still viable, right? It's just, I don't know, it needs a little something. Shield breaker seems fine. We can be greedy and get the pickaxe. Frostbrand to freeze. Sphere of Time is 10% increased damage. Just take the more damage. I do like that you can do the Markham's non-combo stuff, which is what I'm currently doing. No combo, feels good, man. Blood Dagger. Oh, we should have taken the Blood Dagger, shouldn't we? Jakku, what's going on, man? Look at all these keys over there. Do we have a key ring? We do have a key ring. We got an ace key. Alright, well, that's what we're going for. Have you played any of the Witch Hunter? I tried using the attack speed potion, but it's still pretty slow. You're talking about the one where if you're in combo you can't regen mana? The 33%? Vigorous Regeneration. Yeah, I tried doing it on a combo build, and like it's fine, but I had to basically give up Crazy Eye for it, so I had less crit but faster attack speed, and I just felt like that wasn't really worth it, so I aborted that. And now we're just going for the non-combo builds, using the Markham's Moonshine. Is that 45? No, that's 54. That's what I meant. 55 or 54. Sup, Imp? We've already bought, so if you want to send money to town, or give me some ore. The only thing weird about the non-combo build is you don't have the movement speed or the combo has. But it looks and feels pretty good. You like get an extra drink this way. Because you don't have to use Phonetic Eruption. You can just use you don't have to use Phonetic Eruption, you don't have to use Wicked Sickness, but you have to use the Moonshine. So I get to use an extra drink. So I'm currently using Homing Hazard. But I may switch to like Groovy Ghost or something for more damage, or more damage reduction. I think I need to like build evasion pretty early on this character or something to have some kind of defense. I'm using Callus, so I have like 20 block from that, and I found a pot helm pretty early on, so I have 40 block. I have 25 evasion, and I have like stone and disarm and freeze now. But it just, I don't know. If stuff actually gets to hit you, you're gonna fall over. But that's what it feels like. I haven't fallen over yet, but I'm also still like pretty far advanced for where my character's at. Like my statues and all my drinks and stuff. I guess it's really just the statues and my Guild Hall bonuses. So you end up with very few blue keys at the end of runs. Yeah, I probably need to buy more silver keys. I need to start like doing like 15, 20, 15 probably. Because you have those runs where you just use a bunch of bronze keys, like you get low rolls on all your chests. They don't roll into silver chests. You have some rolls, some runs where all those bronze chests turn into a silver chest, but at the same time all your gold chests turn into silver chests as well. You just don't have enough. But it seems like you never run out of bronze keys or gold keys because they can only turn into silver chests. Yeah, this build is good on him because he doesn't get slow when he uses primary. Yeah, he does. Oh, does he not? Oh yeah, it's like the same speed. Oh, that's pretty interesting. I didn't notice that. When you say you don't need to use an extra drink to stay in combo, that sounds good, but I think if you're not in combo all the time, combo is still really powerful. Yeah, combo is definitely powerful. But the drinks are like what makes it powerful, and the movement speed and the combo spheres. But like, going this build, I'm able to get the same amount of damage because the Moonshine breaks even at 40 items, but I can use a different drink than using Phonetic Eruption. It's not like a big deal, like it's kind of even. Having the option for the extra drink is nice, but there's no like drink I really needed to use, so the opportunity cost isn't as high as it seems. Like, it sounds really good. Oh, +1 drink for going non-combo seems amazing, but it's really like not that big of a deal. There's no like crazy drinks that I could be running. That's the only thing I liked about the new class. I like its guild bonus. Guild bonus is pretty sick for other characters. It's not really good for him since I don't use skills. But almost every character I play as primary anyway, so he only benefits like Wizard and Sorcerer for me. Which their guild bonuses are kind of questionable. Like, do I really need to farm Wizard levels for ability power? Do I need to farm for more mana regen? Probably not. So then by proxy I don't really need to farm on this guy for skill crit bonus. I just go back to the primary meta. I think Witch Hunter would be good in a combo build. The combo Novas can crit, right? Yeah, they can. So you're talking about a combo spell crit build? Yeah, if your spells, then all the combo stuff is gonna scale off of it. But if you're primary like me, then the combo Novas aren't gonna scale off primary damage and primary crit, so they're not really gonna be a big deal. They also won't give me life leech, so it really depends if you're spell, if you're primary. I think for spell combo is a lot more attractive because, like you were saying before, with the mana regeneration, while in combo is pretty huge. Whereas like the last run we did, we basically had no mana the whole run. I probably won't try that again, at least not with the no combo increased cost spell crit Witch Hunter. It's like, it's a little too much. You're stretching yourself a little too thin to make it actually work. And maybe there's some like hybrid build that can work for him. I think Witch Hunter would be pretty good in a combo build. Oh, I read your message again. Yeah, I think skill build you go combo, primary build you probably go non-combo now. For maybe all characters. Primary characters go non-combo, casters go combo. That sounds correct to me, but maybe I'm missing something. Hey, Blood Dagger. Just in time. Also, we failed at getting all the XP we needed. Oh well, I guess. Oh well. We just can't attune as many items this run. I'll have to try a little harder next run to get even more, to have a little bit extra. See, that's the change I really don't like. I really wish the Watcher still gave XP. It's weird his waves don't give you XP. I hate it. Because next run I could just play it just like I played this run, except I could just spend a little more time with the Watcher. I would catch up on my levels. Nope, this is why we can't have nice things. Sphere of Heroes. That kind of hurts to see. I guess this one hurts a lot, or the epic one would hurt the most because you'd be in combo and you get 60 attack power, but if you're using the non-combo build you get nothing. stats. What are we at? We did 176 million damage, way more than the spellcaster build, which is kind of crazy. Physical damage 60, magic 117, and it took us 40 minutes. So we actually were a little faster than the spellcaster build, and we did like way more damage. Alright, stuff to attune. Yeah, we didn't make it. We got up to 61%. Stuff to attune. Did we pretty much finish the green items last run? I think we did. We have some more like defensive ones we can grab, or some damage ones. We'll take like some utility stuff. I think I want to do pickaxe, just in case we find it. Reinforced gloves could be good. Books are always good. Markham stone. One more ore. More keys could be useful. 18. Or we have enough for a green and a blue item, so we'll do Adventurer's Garb, and then maybe Sword of Kings or Armor of Kings. Armor of Kings. Armor of Kings is 60 armor and 60 attack power, while Sword of Kings is just 80 attack power. So I think that's the way to go. Anyway, that is the Witch Hunter NG+7.